how do you share your faith with a Khmer person that may have grown up with a different faith, such as Buddhism? Let's reverse the roles for a moment, or reverse the question. What would it take for a Khmer person, a Buddhist Khmer person, to share their faith with you in a way that made sense to you? Think about that for a moment. What might it take for you to actually become Buddhist yourself? What would have to be there in that conversation or in that relationship? All right, going back to the question you originally posed to me, I think it has to start with it being real in my own life. If my faith is not genuine and my trust in God is not genuine, then how can I possibly share that with someone else? When it comes to sharing with other people, it has to be something that's real to me, and it also has to be something that there's usually some sort of relationship involved. Now, it could be sharing my faith with a random tuk-tuk driver or taxi driver, and that can generate some great conversation. In regards to like having a genuine heart-to-heart conversation about faith, though, there has to be some sort of relationship there. There has to be some sort of connection. For me, they have to have a good sense of humor, that we can joke around and we can be totally real with each other. I think that's essential for me in having a deep heart-to-heart faith conversation. But your faith has to be real to you, and if it is real to you, then it comes up at random times that you don't expect, and it comes up in random conversation in ways that you wouldn't have planned or suspected or predicted. So I believe sharing faith starts with me and my faith being real in my own life. Furthermore, I think it takes a lot of listening. I have to listen to where they're coming from and understand what their faith is like, because just like not all Christians believe the same thing, and not all Buddhists believe the same thing. And Buddhism looks really different in different parts of Asia. And Khmer Buddhism is known for being very different than Buddhism in some of its neighboring nations. So understanding how much of Buddhism people actually believe. There's a lot of people that would call themselves Buddhist but don't really believe in all the principles of Buddhism or believe in all the details. So understanding where people are coming from and listening. So oddly enough, sharing my faith starts with it being real in my life and listening. And at that point, after doing those things, my faith story and my faith naturally comes out and comes into that conversation. At the same time, it doesn't have to take much. Like I said, you can even chat with taxi drivers and tuk-tuk drivers or people on the streets, because most people are willing to shoot the breeze about lots of conversation, even religion.